Hi there dear friends, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to do a little bit of vlogging. This is really not my thing, but I thought that I would at least show my face a little bit in this 31 video series that I'm doing for the month of July. So one of the things that I thought to do for vlogging is that introduce myself, but instead of doing a typical introduce myself with where I was born and my family dynamics and things like that, I thought I'd just share 5 random facts about me to make it fun and to make this easy and simple. So let's just random fact number 1 for me would be that I speak 2 languages. So I know that's not really that big of a deal, and these random things about me is not really big of a deal, but just a little bit about me. So the reason why I said that I speak 2 languages, and that's actually English and Tagalog, is because I was born and raised in the Philippines. I know there was one subscriber that had asked me if I was a Filipina, and I am. I'm proud to be Filipina. I moved here in the States when I was 21, and so most of my life was spent in the Philippines. So I do speak Tagalog. I want to say fluently, but lately it hasn't been fluent. But yes, I still speak it. So that's random fact number 1. Random fact number 2 is that besides paper crafting, I love to read, but I am very stringent with the kind of genre that I read. I read only proper romance and also contemporary Christian lit. I think that's what it's called. And the reason why I chose those two genres is because they are easy reads. They're not really, they're not taxing when it comes to emotions, and they're not scary. They don't have foul language. They don't have graphic scenes, both violence and sexual. And so I love those kinds of just clean, easy reads. And so those are my favorite. I have a Goodreads account, so if you're ever interested in wanting to know what am I reading lately and what kind of books are my favorites, you can go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to make sure to drop the link to my Goodreads account in the description below, so you can go check that out. And you know, to be honest with you, it is one of the things that have really, it's my relaxation part of my day is when I am reading. And I have become a really obsessed reader because according to my Goodreads account, I have read 53 or so books in this year alone. I know that's a lot, and we're just in July. But I have to say though that the 2 reasons why I read fast, or I have read a lot of books, is first is that I read at night just before I go to bed when the kids have gone to bed. Before I would go down to my scrapbook room and work, but now I have found that I could just sit on my bed and just relax and read. And so that's what I do just before I go to bed. So I read just before I sleep. And then the second thing is I've actually discovered Overdrive, which is an app that's connected to my local library, and through there I can download audiobooks. So when I am actually scrapbooking instead of watching TV, sometimes I watch YouTube still, but when I just want something else, I just pop in an audiobook and then I just listen to it. And that's one of the ways that I was able to, well, that is the way that I was able to read or listen to the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, which features the KonMari method. So that is fact number 2. Random fact number 3 is that my ultimate favorite meal, or favorite dish I should say, is spaghetti and meatballs. If I were to have you know how sometimes people would ask like, what would be your final meal if you were to die? So I am just a very simple person, and my favorite, I would say, the one that I would say would be my chosen final meal would be spaghetti and meatballs. Yes, you heard it right, just spaghetti and meatballs. I am that simple of a girl, and I don't even care if it's homemade meatballs, turkey meatballs, store-bought meatballs, as long as it has meatballs, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti sauce, and Parmesan cheese. I'm good to go. Like, I can eat that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, seriously, that is me. Just simple as that. So that is random fact number 3. Random fact number 4 is that, so my brush with fame, or like my one story that I can connect to a celebrity is in 2002, when American Idol started. I was still living in Southern California, and I just started watching the very first season of American Idol, and I was hooked. And at that time, Ryan Seacrest had a radio show in Southern California, and it was, I think it was the third to the last episode, where they had, according to the votes, had kicked out the gray girl. She had a really high tone. I forgot her first name, but yeah, she had a really nice voice, and then she was kicked out, and then they kept the Marine guy. And I guess I was so invested with this show that I was just really like, I couldn't believe that this was happening, because the gray girl, really, she had a really great voice. And so in my obsession with this show, I actually called Ryan Seacrest on his radio show, and I got to talk to him, and I just really just let it out. I even said that I think there is some kind of discrepancy, or that they are the actual company that does all of the voting is rigging the voting. Like, I was that upset. Anyway, so he talked to me for about like 15 minutes, and then he even said, well, we'll give you some tickets to go watch the show so we can prove you wrong, yada yada. But at that time, I was already on the phone for like 45 minutes, and I had to make dinner, because I'm a mom and I'm a wife, so I was like, so I let the phone go. But yeah, that is like my one-time connection to a celebrity, is I got to talk to Ryan Seacrest on the radio. That's random fact number 4. Okay. So random fact number 5, and this is super random. Don't know why I picked it, but I did. So I actually play the piano. Not very good at all, but I do. I took some lessons when I was 14, and I know how to read music, and I could play, like continuously play something with my right hand, not so good with my left. And I have a piano at home. I wish I have more than 24 hours in a day so I can actually practice playing the piano. But that is something that I know how to do, is I can read notes and I can play some piano. Not a lot, but I do. So that is my random facts. I hope that you got to know me a little bit with this video or vlogging, whatever it's called, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up. If you have anything about my random things that's the same with you, let me know in the description below, because I like to get to know people that like the same things that I like, or that knows the same things that I do. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.